Hi YouTubers, my name is Kevin and you're watching The Royal We. Now I know how easy it can be to want to get that last word out to the toxic, narcissistically abusive people that you've been dealing with. You want to tell your family once and for all just how they messed up and how they'll likely never be in your life again, and this is why. It's because of how they are, it's because of how they treat you. Or maybe you want to get that one last word in to the toxic, narcissistic ex-spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend just to remind them and let them know that you truly loved them and it was them who are full of hate and who are full of bitterness and who are full of arrogance and they hurt you, and you want to get this out to them. And sometimes you want to get this out because you're thinking about it. Other times you're triggered because you come across their posts on social media or somebody mentions their name. And it's real easy to want to lash out and let them know, to get that last word out, to prove to them, to prove to other people, and to prove to yourself once and for all that they are the ones that messed up and you're okay, right? I want to encourage you right now, if this is you, let your walking away be the last statement that you ever make to toxic, narcissistically abusive people. I'm going to say it again. Let your walking away be the last statement that you ever have to make. Let your walking away represent everything that you weren't able to articulate and say. Let your walking away be every bit of you communicating that they hurt you. Let your walking away be every bit of communicating of how bad they messed up. Let your walking away tell them that they have no more place in your life. Let your walking away be the step to a brand new future without the toxic people and without the toxic person in your life. Let your walking away represent all of this for you. And now, sure, toxic, narcissistically abusive people, family, friends, whoever you're dealing with, exes, they're going to yell at you from a distance. You're running away. You're running away. Yes, you are. That's right. But don't worry, because that voice will fade the further away you get from the relationship, and it will no longer matter. And sure, they're going to call you a wimp. You're wimping out. You're a coward. You're running away. But that's just because they're losing you. They know that when they see your backside, that's it. They have no power. And of course, they're going to get those last bits, that last effort in there to regain control, to get you to engage. And this brings me to the second point of why it's so important. Why is it important to turn your back and let your walking away be your final statement? Why? Because narcissists and toxic persons who you've dealt with in your life, they have enslaved you and they have captivated you by getting you to pay attention, by getting you to look, to feel, and to react. These are the three things that toxic persons use against you. They get you to look, they get you to feel, and they get you to react. And when they get this from you, they own you. They have power over you. They lead you. They control you. They enslave you. And this goes for all toxic personalities, and this is how toxicity works. This is how the enemy works in your life. It gets you to look, it gets you to feel, and then it gets you to react. And this has been your relationship with toxic, abusive family members. This has been your relationship with toxic, abusive boyfriends and girlfriends. They get you to look, they get you to feel, and they get you to react any way they can. And so, of course, they're going to call out and call you a wimp, and they're going to say you're running, and they're going to call you a coward because they just want you to look. They just want you to look. But don't do it. Don't look. Don't react. Because all you're doing is you're turning around and you're refacing that drama. And when you're facing that drama, you are in that drama and you're stuck and you cannot move. And the narcissist knows that, and they know they're controlling you, and they know that they're the reason that you're turning around. They know that they're the reason that you're refacing them, that you're looking at them. They know they're the reason that you're saying comments. They know they're the reason that you're upset. They know that they have you enslaved. They know that they have control and power over you. So again, why is it so important to turn your back? Show them your back. The only thing that can disrupt toxic people and show them and destroy their ego and break them down and shatter their control is to turn your back and to continue walking. Don't get caught. Don't get stuck. Don't turn back around and look at their attention that they're trying to get from you. Don't look. There's a story of Lot and his wife. It's a story out of the ancient text of the Bible. As they were instructed to leave the toxic city of Sodom and Gomorrah. The toxicity of the city was so great, they were instructed to leave. But something called Lot's wife back. Maybe she felt like she was running away. Maybe she felt like a coward. Maybe she felt like a wimp. Maybe she was looking back at all the memories of the possibly good things that were there. Who knows? But she turned around and it was enough to make her turn to salt because it entrapped her. It enslaved her. In that moment, she couldn't move forward. She was stuck and she turned into a pillar of salt right then and there. Don't become a pillar of salt, which is where you can be if you're trying to get away, yet you're turning around and you're paying attention to the toxic people, to the narcissists, to the toxic family, the toxic ex-spouses. Stop paying attention to them because as you're facing them, your heart is turning to salt. You are turning to salt because you're stuck. Instead, look forward. Yes, it's uncertain. Yes, it can be scary. Yes, you may not know where you're going, but I promise you, it's a clean, open, paved road. That's what your future looks like compared to the drama of the toxicity of where you came from. Take the road that's clear and paved. There's a reason you're being guided down that road. And now watch this. The third thing you want to do is instead of giving your attention, looking at the toxicity of the past, feeling about the toxicity of the past, and reacting to the toxicity of the past, think forward now. What's to come? Those of you who need to find work, go out and find work. Those of you who need to find a place to live, go out and find a place to live. Those of you who are looking for a new, fresh start, go after that new, fresh start. It is there in front of you in the clear, open, paved road. And I promise you, it is good. That's where you're going to find yourself, your future, and where you belong. It's time to stop being that pillar of salt that has not been able to move because you have been giving the toxicity attention. And anytime you give the toxicity attention, you're facing that drama. And what you're facing, what you're looking towards is what you are in. That's where you're going. Keep this in mind. If you're thinking about the toxic narcissist, if you're looking towards them, if you're thinking about reacting or responding, that means that is where you're living still. You're still in that life. It's time to turn and let your backside do the talking. And this will destroy the toxicity. The narcissist will be gone. Why? Because they won't matter. They'll be destroyed from your life. Because they'll only get your backside. They will get no attention whatsoever. Listen, I want to be a part of your healing journey. Visit www.jointheroyalwe.com where you can schedule your one-on-one appointment with me. We can do over-the-phone consultations. We could also do Apple or iPhone FaceTime consultations, which are really effective. Also, I encourage you to join me every Monday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time for Royal We Live Chat. It's an opportunity for you to get together with the community. You can even call in and ask questions for free. This is every Monday night, Royal We Live Chat. It will be going to a podcast. And Saturday mornings, I am proud to announce Royal We Fellowship. This is a brand new venture of the Royal We where we are studying the Bible, the ancient texts of the ancient literature, from the perspective of understanding this world as toxic as it is. So join me Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can find links to all the channels right down below. I'll be back with more videos right here on the Royal We.